he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I'm a show you, man.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
On second down, here's Fournette. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. They'll find Miller. That's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Brady now on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 20.
But whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Howard complete.
Brady's pass.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
3-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 20.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs.
Buccaneers.
Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard.
The offense working its way back out here for the 2-0 Baltimore Ravens, who are coming off their 14th straight regular season victory. You remember that they had the 38-6 dismantling of the Browns in the opener. Week 2 looked just as strong. 33-16 they win at Houston. And Lamar Jackson, the AFC Offensive Player of the Week for Week 1. He wasn't spectacular versus Houston, 18-24, 204 yards and a touchdown, added 54 on the ground. But even when he's not at his dazzling best, his team can still win by 3 scores on the road.
And just you putting those numbers out there and knowing that it's Lamar Jackson, we all go, oh, okay, yeah, had an okay day. If someone else's name is on those numbers, we're saying, boy, what a big day he had. That's the standard that Lamar Jackson has set for himself and for the league. This is a really good football team. And how about Mark Ingram with the clinching touchdown partner? Did you see that on a 4th and short? He goes into Wildcat, takes the snap, bursts through the middle, goes all the way in for a touchdown, puts a big martial arts move on the wall, hitting it behind the end zone. The only thing he didn't do, he didn't sweep the leg. Other than that, perfect. Big test in week 3 now for Baltimore because Patrick Mahomes and Kansas City are coming to town.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Looking down, and this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 31 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Brings up second.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running left, it's Fournette. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 22.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
The 19-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Leonard Fournette.
The handoff to
The Bucs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
now 3rd.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. From the gun on third down, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And it is now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From just shy of midfield, Brady. He'll let one. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, 52 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. So many times you think of these tight ends catching the ball already in the end zone, but today's tight end, they can run after the catch, too, to score.
They're big, they're strong, but they're extremely athletic, and they can surprise the heck out of you when they get the ball in their hands and they're running away from the defense.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson will find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him?
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down by Marcus Peters. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Mike 48, Mike 48. All day, baby, all day. 48, Mike. Hey, let's get this. Shoot. You won't take. Heck it.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And some space here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
48, Mike. 48, Mike. Exit. Hey, look, 48. Exit.
On first down. It's Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Again, Jackson.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Chuck Clark.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Brings up second.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Watch number 12. Watch number 12. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. Jihad Ward in on the tackle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens 40.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brady. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brady's pass.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
You can't block me. 58, come on. 58, come on. I got him. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Touchdown, defense. And 58 for Mike. Go 58 for Mike. 58.
Operating from the gun. Brady. He's got Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down.
Mike Evans has been so good downfield, I think that sometimes we end up taking him for granted. When you look back at what he's done each year in the league, he's been a 1,000-yard receiver each and every time. Now paired with the prolific Tom Brady, those numbers could really jump.
58 for the money.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
4 more yards.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
4th down.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip.
Buccaneers 10, Ravens nothing.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing into? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Jackson's pass.
That's good for 28 yards. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing now, Jackson on first down to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Suck up for the extra point. Got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach half, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
17. Ravens, nothing.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
And he can't bring it in. Incomplete. He dropped it on the crossing route. 4th down now.
4th down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my good...
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 75 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Ryan Suckup on for the...
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. On 2nd down, Jackson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of
A big 30-yard play on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
down by Levante David. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. But you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Come on, now.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Edwards. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens They're an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, man.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Bucs offense going to set up shop again here, and they're right now in the season 1-1. And, you know, Tom Brady, Charles, had never started his season 0-2 as a starting quarterback, and at 43, he didn't want that to begin now. They get into the win column 31-17 in week 2, beating the Carolina Panthers. Tom Brady, first game in his new digs. Of course, not the fanfare that many had hoped for, but still 217 yards through a touchdown pass to Mike Evans. But he did have a third interception of the new year.
And remember, still learning his team, them still learning him. Talk about those receivers. That timing will come together, and that interception number will drop in a big way because Tom Brady just doesn't do that. He takes care of the ball well. But you did mention not the fanfare that many had hoped for, but enough fanfare that a Hall of Fame quarterback by the name of Brett Favre dropped by to see Tom Brady's home debut. How cool was that? Tom Brady performing in front of another Hall of Famer.
Did you tell me that he was wearing a Tampa Bay shirt?
Yeah, I think it said Tampa Bay.
Oh, dear.
So they're already renaming the city for TB12, and no real surprise there. Look, if they get to the Super Bowl, I think that name change might become a thing.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
No. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turn the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Suck up on board.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 14.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Out of bounds.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The toss right. This is Ingram. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier. Antoine Winfield on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40.
From the 41, Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Well, this game's so interesting for many reasons, but here's another. The Ravens last year, #1 in the NFL in terms of rushing yardage. The Buccaneers, #1 in terms of passing yardage. So a real complimentary set of styles to watch for in this one. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in, but couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5 at the 21-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The quick slant caught.
Jackson.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Back at the 6-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catch. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Brady now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'd be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Ravens.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. It's a 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Jordan White.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
First down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 yards.
Jackson now on 3rd and 2. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
13-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
On for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So a chance to give his guys a second half lead there, but it goes by the wayside.
And Brandon, that's the worst sound in the world for an NFL kicker. Gong!
That was good. Do that again.
Gong!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, You've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 38. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back now in Tampa. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Hey, pick your game up. Switch. Under 10, 10.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 11-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Mike 48. Here we go. 48.
Now Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
21. Bradley.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25 yards.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, he'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
J.K. Dobbins. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll let one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
O.J. Howard
O.J. Howard with his second touchdown of the night. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
No good. Bradley Kenyon to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a man coming off a career year in 2019, Leonard Fournette. And strong running there, gets this up over the 15-yard line.
On the tackle.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First 17 yards on the play, and a Buccaneer first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now carry there for Fournette as he's able to work his way for a gain of about 5.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Gronkowski, 49 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
That keeps the score. Buccaneers
should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Buccaneers defense, we watch them get set to go. They haven't played the best, but I guess it's not going to matter because their offense has been so good.
And they'll go in and shake their guys' hands and say, thanks a lot, big day. We'll try and tighten it down for the next ball game. But a lot of guys think this is kind of fun to be able to go up and down the field, almost like a basketball game where two teams full court press and score a whole lot of points. You may get beat, but sometimes you think, hey, that was a good day.
Well, they can still tighten it up here for one final stop. They can feel good on the way out the door.
They'd love to show the defensive coordinator that they did have one good possession before this day is over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Escaping the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's no home, boy.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.